Maybe I can find a stool or a box or... Oh, perfect. Oh, God, it hurts. Well, I just have to go upstairs and find a stool or something. It's easy.
She's got to leave here, Draper. I don't care where she goes. She's got to get away from here, away from us.
I just don't know if we're going to get Emily to agree to that.
Monticello, not to mention this building, is not large enough for all of us. If she insists on staying here, then we'll move.
I don't think that's very reasonable.
Draper, I'm not interested in being reasonable. I am interested in saving our marriage.
But I don't know if we can just set conditions like that. I feel callous buying Emily off.
If you have any better ideas, I'm very willing to listen.
See, I can't turn completely away from Emily. She is carrying my child.
Draper, you can't have two families.
I don't want two families.
Well, then it looks as if you're just going to have to choose between them.
Emily, I know that we should have sat down a long time ago. I mean, the three of us just sat and and talk this thing through. It was virtually impossible. So I thought maybe we could accomplish more if you and I just sat here and talked about it.
It was very wise of you.
I saw April today. I saw her at her brother's place this morning. And, Emily, I realized that nothing is going to be solved until I do something.
Do what?
Emily, my marriage is being destroyed. And unless I can resolve this situation... Look, I have to make a decision. And I know that regardless of what I do, somebody's going to be hurt.
Oh, I know, Draper, I know that. But remember, April is very strong.
What?
Oh, she has so much inner strength. Oh, look at her. Look how she came through this whole widowhood thing. She was so brave about it. Well, she picked up the pieces of her life and she built a new home for herself. This home, and she even found someone to fill the void when you left her. Logan Swift.
Emily, wait.
No. Logan and April were in love. Everyone knows that. And if your marriage ends, Draper, she'll be happy again. She'll go back to him. She'll follow him to New York. That's where he is, isn't he? Draper, just listen. It'll just be like rearranging families.
Emily. Now listen to me. We're not doing that. We're not going to rearrange families. Emily, I love April. I love her. I'm not going to let anything come between that. Not you. Not the baby you're carrying. Not even my own feelings of guilt. Done pretty well so far. Let's go ahead and stop. Let's stop right now.
Obviously, you were just on a wild goose chase. Only in your case, the bird was a raven.
Calvin, you got it all wrong. It's because I didn't find Raven that I'm suspicious.
I mean, because you think that she skipped town, right?
I think it is more than likely, yes.
Even though she's a witness in the McGrath trial.
Calvin, that's why she wants to avoid the trial, because if she gets on the witness stand, she is going to perjure herself.
Look, Fred, you said something earlier about going to see the chief. I hope you didn't go through with that.
Yes, I did. Well, I thought that was maybe the only place in town where Raven is hiding, you know. Of course, he said she wasn't there. Then he could have been lying. She could have been hiding under the bed.
Why do I get the feeling that he was none too happy about your little visit?
Well, Chief Mallory is not happy about anything I do.
You are really burning your bridges, kid. Don't you realize that?
Why? Why? Because I'm doing something I believe in? Calvin, you know me better than that. Look, it's after 2 in the morning. The woman is not home yet. That's got to mean something.
It means that she's a night owl, and that's all it means. Or that she's spending the night in somebody else's nest. It also means that the time you were in dreamland.
I can't sleep, Calvin. Maybe it's the storm.
Just try putting the covers over your head. Hold on. I want you to hear this, Calvin. Look, duty calls, right? I gotta go. I'll talk to you.
Good night.
Good night. What is it, Al?
That's caught a squeal about a half hour ago. I thought you'd be interested in hearing the tape.
Well, let's see what you got.
I have to speak to the chief of police.
On All My Children.
I'm so relieved that Brooke is here. She's just been hanging on waiting to see her. What are you trying to say? Oh, Daddy! Daddy!
And on the edge of night, the murder is almost complete.
I just have to go upstairs to find a stool or something.
But her last victim wants revenge. All My Children, the edge of night, weekdays.
Real. Is there. Oh, she would have stood on a chair or something. Maybe I can find a stool or a box or... Oh, perfect. Oh, darn it, it hurts. Well, I upstairs and find a stool or something. It's easy.
Yeah, I think I can use one.
This kind of reminds me of the good old days, you know. We used to sit and have a nice, quiet little drink before dinner and whisper sweet nothings and each other. Do you think we'll ever have those days again?
Of course we will. Still angry?
No, I'm not angry. Worried. Have you given any thought to how this situation is going to be resolved?
Yeah, I thought about it. I've been going over some of the alternatives we have.
Funny, I only see one.
And that is?
Are you sure, Emily, that everything she needs will be taken care of, she'll be secure, and she and her baby will have everything they want?
That goes without saying.
In exchange, she does not interfere in our lives. She doesn't interfere in any way, shape, or form. She's got to leave here, Draper. I don't care where she goes. She's got to get away from here, away from us.
I just don't know if we're going to get Emily to agree to that.
Monticello, not to mention this building, is not large enough for all of us. If she insists on staying here, then we'll move.
I don't think that's very reasonable.
Draper, I'm not interested in being reasonable. I am interested in saving our marriage.
But I don't know if we can just set conditions like that. I feel callous buying Emily off.
If you have any better ideas, I'm very willing to listen.
I can't turn completely away from Emily. She is carrying my child.
Draper, you can't have two families.
No, I don't want two families.
Well, then it looks as if you're just going to have to choose between them.
I know that we should have sat down a long time ago. I mean, the three of us just sat and talked this thing through. It was virtually impossible. So I thought that maybe we could accomplish more if you and I just sat here and talked about it.
It was very wise of you.
I saw April yesterday. I saw her at her brother's place this morning. And, Emily, I realized that nothing is going to be solved until I do something.
Do what?
Emily, my marriage is being destroyed. And unless I can resolve this situation... Look, I have to make a decision. And I know that regardless of what I do, somebody's going to be hurt.
Oh, I know, Draper, I know that. But remember, April is very strong.
What?
She has so much inner strength. Look at her. Look how she came through this whole widowhood thing. She was so brave about it. Well, she picked up the pieces of her life and she built a new home for herself. This home, and she even found someone to fill the void when you left her. Logan Swift.
Emily, wait.
No. Logan and April were in love. Everyone knows that. And if your marriage ends, Draper, she'll be happy again. She'll go back to him. She'll follow him to New York. That's where he is, isn't he? Draper, just listen. It'll just be like rearranging families.
Emily.
That's all.
Now, listen, you listen to me. We're not doing that. We're not going to rearrange families. Emily, I love April. I love her. I'm not going to let anything come between that. Not you, not the baby you're carrying, not even my own feelings of guilt.
Done very well so far. It's going to stop. Let's stop right now.
Obviously, you were just on a wild goose chase. Only in your case, the bird was a raven.
Calvin, you've got it all wrong. It's because I didn't find Raven that I'm suspicious.
I mean, because you think that she skipped town, right?
I think it is more than likely, yes.
Even though she's a witness in the McGrath trial.
Calvin, that's why she wants to avoid the trial, because if she gets on the witness stand, she is going to perjure herself.
Look, Fred, you said something earlier about going to see the chief. I hope you didn't go through with that.
Yes, I did. Well, I thought that was maybe the only place in town where Raven is hiding, you know. Of course, he said she wasn't there. Then he could have been lying. She could have been hiding under the bed.
Why do I get the feeling that he was none too happy about your little visit?
Well, Chief Mallory is not happy about anything I do.
You are really burning your bridges, kid. Don't you realize that?
Why? Why? Because I'm doing something I believe in? Calvin, you know me better than that. Look, it's after 2 in the morning. The woman is not home yet. That's got to mean something.
It means that she's a night owl, and that's all it means. Or that she's spending the night in somebody else's nest. It also means that the time you were in dreamland.
I can't sleep, Calvin. Maybe it's the storm.
Just try putting the covers over your head. Hold on.
I want you to hear this, Calvin.
Look, duty calls, right? I gotta go. I'll talk to you.
Good night.
Good night. What is it, Al?
That's caught a squeal about a half hour ago. I thought you'd be interested in hearing the tape.
Well, let's see what you got.
Police headquarters, Sergeant Weston.
I have to speak to the chief of police.
I'm sorry, ma'am. The chief is available at the moment.
This is a matter of life and death.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you said it. Just tell me about it.
There is a crazy woman, and she just shot me.
What sounds familiar?
Look, you have to send someone out to Oakdale because this woman just went out there to kill April Scott. Oh, God, I don't know the address.
It is her. It's Raven.
Tell me what it's all about.
Please, her name is Molly Sherwood, and she is on her way to Oakdale to murder someone. Now, you please send someone there.
Al, what was done about this?
We called the local precinct in Oakdale to give them what information we had. Of course, they have to find out where this house is so they can check it out.
Look, give me the chief at home. It's an emergency.
Mallory.
Chief, it's Stoner.
Yeah. What is it?
Chief, I think you better brace yourself. Raven Swift's been shot. Somebody tried to kill her. Yeah, well, Sergeant Weston sent the medics out.
But there was nobody home.
Wait, hold on, Chief.
There what? I said there was nobody home.
Chief, the story's getting a little cockeyed. It
Appears, Raven wasn't there when they arrived.
Does anybody know where she is?
was there anything on the tape about where the woman went?
She said she was heading to Oakdale herself.
Wait a minute. She's been shot and she's driving to Oakdale in a thunderstorm. That makes a lot of sense. Chief, I have just been told that Raven is driving herself out to Oakdale.
What? Have the police, have they been notified of this?
Well, yeah, but they're probably going to have a little trouble finding the place because Raven didn't have the address of the Scott house.
Well, if they had any common sense, they could look it up on the phone book, for crying out loud.
I'm sure they'll work it out. But the thing that's strange is, why'd she mention Molly Sherwood, and what is April Scott doing back in her old house?
I've got no idea, but I think we better get out there. Listen, pick me up as soon as you can. I'll be ready. And have the address. This is no night to get lost.
Right, Chief.
Oh, my God. Raven better be all right.
I have a flashlight here. I'll just relax. Oh, my God, my head. Oh, baby, you must have fallen and bumped it because you were unconscious when I came and I thought you were dead. When did you get here? That crazy woman came to my house and she told me that she was going to come here and kill you. Is she sure? Yes, she tried to kill me. She shot me twice. She shot you? Yes. She must have been a terrible shot because she missed me both times, and then I don't know what happened. I just fainted or something. Where is she now? No, it's all right. She fell down. She's right over there. She must have seen me and fell down the stairs. She probably thought I was a ghost.
Anybody? This is the police.
Oh, God, yes, we're down here. Help!
Who's this?
That's Molly Sherwood. She tried to kill both of us. She's a crazy woman.
She's a dead woman.
Oh, wait a minute, Raven. What has all this got to do with Elliot Dorn? Now, why would Molly Sherwood want to see Dorn dead?
She thought that Elliot knew that it was her. She thought that Elliot figured out the whole sugar thing. So she killed Elliot, and then she tried to kill Cliff Nelson, and then she arranged the little accident for herself to try to blame it on Kelly McGrath.
Oh, so she told you the whole story.
Yes, because she didn't think it would matter. She was going to kill me. But she didn't know that I had a gun. I'll just go away, and you'll never hear from me again. I'll just take Emily. We'll both go away together. Don't you make one move toward me, you raving lunatic! Why won't you understand me? Emily is so alone in the world. I made a promise to her father, her dying father, that I would take care of her. She's just like a daughter to me. You are insane, and you need to be locked up. I know what I did was wrong. But what's done is done. Now, why does anybody want to send me to prison? You think I'm going to let you out of here so you can go to Oakdale and murder April? Why did you worry? You've never cared very much about April Scott. My God, that doesn't mean I'm going to go let you murder her. Now, get back! I'm calling the police. Guys. She missed me, but she did. And then I fell over like I was dead.
You mean you pretended?
No, I fainted. But anybody would have done the same thing if someone was pointing a gun at them at point blank.
Understandable. Now, go on, what happened?
Well, I don't know how long I was unconscious, but then I opened my eyes, and I was alive. I touched myself to see if I had blood on me, and I figured out she missed me. I had such a headache, and then all of a sudden I remembered that she told me she was going to go to April, so I went to call the police.
Police headquarters on your west.
I have to speak to the chief of police.
I'm sorry, ma'am. The chief isn't available at the moment.
This is a matter of life and death.
Yes, ma'am. We're used to that. Just tell me about it.
There is a crazy
woman, and she just shot me.
And I told them about Molly, and I told them about April, and I couldn't remember the address, but...
Well, we found it all right, Chief, but the lady got here before us.
Oh, God, thank God you did.
You should thank your housekeeper. She didn't take shooting lessons like I did.
Raven, those are blanks in the gun.
What?
Bullets that were left in the gun were blanks. I didn't think you could handle live ammunition.
You put blanks in the gun? You put blanks in the gun, I could have been killed.
You would have been, Raven, if they had been real.
You want to transfer the jurisdiction as soon as you get all...
Yeah, anything you say, Chief. I think this one's too big for us anyway.
Okay, come on, Calvin, let's go.
Calvin, Derek, what's going on around here? Where's my...
Calm down, Draper. It's okay. It's okay.
Honey, you all right? The baby. My God, where's the baby?
Draper, your housekeeper's in the basement. She's dead.
Yeah, she's confessed to the things that your client, Kelly McGrath, has been accused of. I guess that clears him.
Yeah, Molly did it. She did it all. She killed Elliot. She killed Raven's mother. She tried to kill Raven, and she came here to kill me.
Molly?
Yeah.
What? Why Molly?
Because she wanted to do it for Emily, so that Emily would have you.
Derek, would you excuse us? I need to talk to April alone.
Of course.
We'll go right in here.
Come on, Cal. We better phone into headquarters. Tell them what's happened.
Yes?
Sergeant, you better stay with the body until your men get here.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what happened in here, but it's obvious you can't stay here tonight. So why don't we get the baby and go back tonight?
I can't, Draper.
Well, I know there are police matters that have to... All right, look, if you don't want to go back tonight, then we'll stay here, and the three of us will go back in the morning.
I can't, Draper, because of Emma. Oh, my God, Emily.
Look, she's going to take the news of Molly's death pretty hard, but it doesn't matter. I told her...
Don't you realize what this is going to do to Emily? Everything's going to be much worse. Much worse. Because now, all she has